So OpenAI's latest model, GPT4o, comes with an impressive voice capability. And I've seen around social media folks describing how you can use this as a personal sales trainer. I've tried it out. I was not impressed initially, but after a couple days of tinkering, I think I found something that works really well. So let me show you what I've done so you can save yourself some time if you want to actually use GPT4o as a personal sales trainer. My name is Josh Prasad. I'm an assistant professor of psychology at Colorado State University and co-founder of Prasad & Associates. In both roles, I'm interested in how AI might change how we all do work. So with that said, let's take a look at how GPT-4o can be a good sales trainer. All right, so first, I'm actually going to show what it's like to use this GPT that I've created. To do so, I'm going to also show you what I'm doing on my phone. All right, so now you can see what I'm actually going to do on my phone. And I'm going to go to the OpenAI app and go to the sales trainer that I've made. So before demoing this, I think really the thing that I saw or had issue with following some of the advice on social media about using GPT-4o as a sales trainer is that if you go and directly just interact with ChatGPT and ask for practicing sales, it's going to be pretty generic. And my understanding is that oftentimes for training salespeople, we want them to adhere to a specific sales script. And what I'll show later is that in trying to use ChatGPT to practice going through a script, I ran into several issues. And with a custom GPT, I was able to actually make things run a little more smoothly. So let me show you what this looks like, and then I'll explain how I worked on everything. All right, so let's begin the sales script training. I'm going to do so by pushing this button, Initiate the Sales Script Training. It's going to give me a brief overview of the steps. And it's going to say, let's begin. Please start by saying, let's begin. So I'm actually going to change to the voice mode to initiate this training. And I'm going to do so by pushing the headphone icon on the screen. Let's begin.
Hi, this is Alex at Horizon Consulting.
Hi, Alex. This is Josh from Prasad & Associates. I've been doing some research on Horizon Consulting, and I'd love to learn more about leaders of consulting firms who are unsure about how they can leverage Gen AI. At Prasad & Associates, we work with people like you to help identify strategic opportunities for Gen AI, support Gen AI use throughout work using workshops, and providing ongoing advice personalized to your company. Are you interested in leveraging Gen AI at your place of work, or do you think our workshops might be helpful?
Yes, actually, that sounds interesting. Could you tell me more about the workshops you offer?
Sure. Can we find a time to chat? When are you free tomorrow?
Great job. You followed the script perfectly. Congratulations on a job well done. Would you like to restart practicing this scenario or move on to another one?
Restart practicing this scenario.
All right, let's restart the scenario. Hi, this is Emma at Green Tech Solutions.
And we're going to skip through part of that just to show you a different response.
I'm not really interested in the workshops at this time. Sorry.
I understand. Is it okay if I send you a follow-up email to review at your convenience?
Sure, you can send an email. My address is emma@greentech.com.
Great. I've got your email and can follow up with you tomorrow.
Excellent work. You followed the script accurately and handled the rejection path perfectly. Congratulations on a job well done. Would you like to restart practicing this scenario again?
And just to point out, it can be kind of awkward to work with GPT-4o if it's always sending your response as soon as you're done talking. So if you press the button, it's going to go into release to send mode. And in that way, I can pause and then continue talking before it's sent to ChatGPT for a response. And then before describing how this all works, I just wanted to show what happens when I mess things up. So I've restarted the training scenario. Let's begin.
Hi, this is Alex at Green Tech Solutions.
Hi, Alex. What brings you in today?
Let's pause here. According to the script, your opening line should be, "Hi, Alex. This is your name from Prasad and Associates. I've been doing some research on
I'm going to stop it there.
Unsure."
So in stopping it there, hopefully you see that it paused the training when I made a mistake and explained what I was supposed to do. And then it was going to start from the top, as you can see on screen. So with that said, let's jump into how this works. So here we can see a prior attempt at using ChatGPT as a sales trainer. And I'm doing the same sort of intro as I did in the example, where I describe who I am and what I'm selling. But then I respond with the response from the script. And I get from ChatGPT, I understand, is it okay if I send you an email? Which is the seller's line and not the buyer's line. So ChatGPT is supposed to be the buyer in this training scenario. So I described this to ChatGPT, cut the training. I'm the seller, you're the buyer. Let's start this from the top. And admittedly, I ran into this issue a couple times when trying to get this sales training by practicing a script to work with just ChatGPT. So the solution I found was actually to turn this into a custom GPT where the training instructions are held separately from the actual script. And in doing so, the process became much more reliable because for each response, the GPT could evaluate the instructions and the script separately to understand where it is, and then follow with the script accordingly. So let's go over to the custom GPT and I'll explain what I've done. So this is just the web version of what I was showing on my phone. So we can look under the hood, so to speak, by going to the custom GPT and editing it. So there are two spots that really made this sales trainer work: the instructions and then the script. So starting with the instructions, and I'll just highlight a few things that really enhance the reliability of this sales trainer. So the first is, before all of your responses, review the last few responses made by both of us and compare against the attached script. Use this information to confirm for yourself where we are in the script. Please note that there are branches in the script based on decisions made by the buyer, which you are role-playing as. These instructions are presented in brackets. Generally, training will follow these steps. And then I just describe that they initiate the call. I'm supposed to respond using the first part of the script. And then they make decisions and I'm supposed to respond to those decisions. Right, so things go back and forth until one of two things happen. Either I, as the seller, respond correctly until we reach bracketed instructions for the assistant to congratulate me, which feels nice. Or if I deviated from the script to provide me feedback and then ask if I want to start from the top. So for those really interested, feel free to pause here and take a look at the instructions, or feel free to send me an email if you want me to send them your way. Otherwise, I'm going to continue on and show a little bit about how the script works to make this whole trainer work. All right, so moving on to the sales script, I have this sales script document here, which is just a Word document that has the sales script to practice. So it clearly differentiates the two roles, the seller and the buyer. And then in brackets, there are instances where perhaps the GPT needs to input information. So we saw in the examples, Emma from Green Tech Solutions, that was made up by the GPT. And then there are other instances where there are directions to make some sort of decision. So here we have a choice between expressing interest in what I initially describe or expressing rejection. And then the GPT can follow these bracketed instructions to figure out where it's supposed to go with the rest of the call. But that's about it. So having the instructions separate from the script and the script describing the different branches that can occur in the script to allow me to practice those different scenarios is really what made this much more reliable than what I showed previously with just trying to interact with ChatGPT to help me practice a training script. You need the two to be separate. So with that said, hopefully you see now how you can use GPT4o as a personal sales trainer, some of the value behind the voice feature of GPT4o, and importantly, how to avoid some of the mishaps that I encountered along the way. Hopefully you found this helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.